All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to talk about Teofimo Lopez response to Devin Haney after his win, after Teo's win over Campa last night in his return at 140 pounds. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. In this video, we're going to be in the 140-pound division. Teofimo Lopez returns to the ring in what I thought was a very, very solid performance. Looked as good as I thought he would look. Definitely a talented fighter. Devin Haney reacts to his victory, and Teofimo Lopez obviously got something real smart to say about Devin Haney. So let's go through that fun type of, whatever you want to call it, back and forth between two guys that honestly need to fight in the ring, and I think eventually are going to be in the ring with one another because these guys are now both top-ranked fighters. But before I get into that, though, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are a longtime subscriber and a supporter of the channel, thank you for your continued support. Thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for coming and checking out the live streams that we do every day. We out here working for you on this boxing thing, so thank you for your support. Also, if you're new to the channel, first time you've watched a video or you've just not done so yet, please accept my invitation to hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell icon so you can be notified of when we release videos, which we do pretty much daily in the live stream format and in the video format. And we really do have very good boxing conversations that take place in the live streams and in the comment sections. A lot of times I will read the comments and respond to the comments, as long as you're not somebody just overly, insulting, because honestly, man, I'm not your dog to kick. But if it's just real conversations about boxing, man, would love to have them with you, because that's what we are over here. We're a boxing forum. We talk about everything boxing, including this Teofimo Lopez fight with Campa, which I thought was a good fight. But after the fight, Devin Haney, who was the undisputed champion at 135 pounds, most definitely has some slick talk for Teofimo, and Teofimo has some slick talk for Devin Haney based on questions that were asked for him. And these guys really, I do believe, are on a collision course to fight one another in a fight that I think is very evenly matched. Some people are going to say that Devin Haney is going to box circles around Teofimo Lopez. I watched this Campa fight, and I'm going to tell you, I don't think that that's the case. I think that Teofimo Lopez is a better fighter, is a better boxer than people give credit to. However, and he, on top of that, he's also somebody that really does have very, very solid weapons that can cause pretty much anybody he's in the ring with significant problems. Now, Teofimo Lopez, I'm separating what Teofimo Lopez does in the ring from what Teofimo Lopez does outside the ring. Outside the ring, Teofimo Lopez sounds like a scatterbrain to me. Ain't gonna lie about it, 100% true. I don't know if he could. I listened to this dude talk pretty much all week. I don't think I've heard him put 3 coherent sentences together. It is like he's skipping from one thing to another thing. I don't know where he's coming from when he's talking. However, when he's in that boxing ring, he has a very good educated jab. He's got very good power. He's got deceptively good defense and head movement, and he knows what he's doing. When he fought this guy Campa, he looked very, very comfortable in the ring. And yeah, he got touched a couple times, and Campa was putting some pressure on him and landing here and there. But for the most part, Teofimo Lopez, or Teofimo, let me make sure I pronounce it, if I can pronounce his name correctly, he looked like he was getting comfortable, more and more comfortable as the fight goes on. Now, Devin Haney, for his part, responded to the fight with just a big picture of doo-doo on his Instagram, on his Twitter page, which basically isn't hard to interpret. You look like crap. That's what Devin Haney had to say about the fight. I think Devin Haney might have been a little too hard on him because, yeah, I mean, he did get touched. That's for certain, but it was an exciting fight. And I enjoyed the fight. And really, those type of fights, are fights that Teofimo Lopez needs. To get, and this is something that Teofimo said after the fight, and he said this in response to Devin. He was like, "Look, man, yeah, I got touched up a little bit or whatever, but I gave the fans what the fans want to see. I gave those guys a shot. I put on a show, gave them a show, knocked that guy out." He's like, "You're fighting George Kambosos, and so what? You're going to out jab him for 12 rounds?" People don't want to see that. That's boring. If you can just sit out there and just jab, that's boring. That's not what people want to see. And that's not going to get you anywhere, right? So that was his take. And then he also threw this little tidbit in about having boxing media people in his pocket so that they could basically try to garner fans for him and paying for that. All of that type of stuff was coming in and out of their mouths, right? As far as I'm concerned, though, if you look at how the trajectory of both of these guys, they're headed for one another. If it didn't happen in 135, which it didn't happen, more than likely that's going to happen in 140 pounds. Especially if Devin Haney beats George Kambosos and is able to get past the next fight that he will more than likely have, which is against Vasily Lomachenko, right? Because if he's able to get past Vasily Lomachenko, I do believe that's going to be it for him at 140 pounds, because 135 pounds, because Devin Haney has been killing himself to make 140 pounds since he was 16 years old. I do believe he turned pro at 16 at 135 pounds. He's now 23. That's 7 years. 7 years in the same weight class, your bones are getting denser. You're gaining weight. You can see what Devin looked like at the weigh-in. He looked very, very drawn at the weigh-in for George Kambosos. He looked very, very tired in the interviews in the week leading up to it. And then pretty much 2 days after the fight, when he was back I do believe he's back in Vegas running, you can see he gained a lot of weight, right? So more than like these guys are going to be at 140 pounds. And if Devin is able to hold on to those 4 belts, and he very well may be able to do that, then he moves up as the WB. More than likely, he'll be the WBO super champ and can immediately fight for a WBO title. He can also, if he wanted to take that WBC franchise belt, he could take that franchise belt and move up and fight for the WBC title. But being in Top Rank and knowing that Top Rank, especially in this boxing economy that we got going on, or economic ecosystem that we got going on, those guys are going to have in-house fights, and there's a finite number of guys at Top Rank at 140 pounds. And Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney is a fight that would sell, would have a lot of curiosity about it. And it is an evenly matched. I think it's an evenly matched fight. I don't see either guy really showing me that they will dominate the other guy. Devin Haney most definitely is an excellent boxer, but Teofimo Lopez is a very, very good boxer too, and very well may be able to jab with Devin, right? But Teofimo Lopez also totes a lot of power, a lot of explosion, and is a fighter that is very confident in himself, and he will feel more comfortable at that weight class. So, I like that these guys are talking back and forth to each other. I wish their fight could have happened at 135 pounds. Didn't pan out. But hey, man, let's keep talking. Let the clock keep ticking, and we may run into it. And I think that may be the fight for both of those guys that really does, elevate one or the other guy out of that ballroom that these guys are fighting in, so that they can start becoming the really, really big stars that they want to be. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.